setup. Somebody brought up Showgirls as far as strip clubs. That is not in Polk County. And I've been to Showgirls, and Showgirls fucking sucks ass. Last time I went to Showgirls, they kept my ID and my fucking credit card. Because that's how they do. A lot of these places, the dodgier places, you'd be like, all right, open up a tab for me. And they're like, all right, I got to hang on to your credit card and your license in case there's a fucking... And you're like, really? You can't just pay money to have a good point of sale system like Micros installed because your fucking cheap, shitty owner doesn't want to invest in his club. You get a micro system, and then you run a credit card, and it pre-authorizes for like $250, let's say. That's how a professional outfit is run. So I don't go to Showgirls anymore. So like, we just have to hold everything because we get a lot of we get a lot of in here, and I don't know if you know this, but don't tend to. They use prepaid cards and they scam us a lot. So. One night I was there and they took my credit card and my ID. And as they were doing it, I was like, I'd rather pull the cash out. And they're like, it'll be fine. I'm like, listen, I'm going to forget my card. It goes without saying that I'm going to leave my shit here. And I'm not worried about, see now Ray's got to go. Ray's doing the smoking thing. Somebody get rid of Ray. I'm on a roll and Ray is fucking coming in here like my fucking grandmother. Oh my God, he is still smoking. Get Ray the fuck out of here right now. If Ray is able to type one more thing in this chat before he is banned, I will get rid of every mod in here. Thank you, Irrational Times. Anyway, as I was saying. So I go there and I'm like, look, I'm gonna forget my card. And given the average skill level of the people working here, you're going to forget to give me my card. You know, you don't give a shit about your job, and I'm going to get drunk enough that I won't give a shit about having my identification back. Well, sure enough, they fucking forgot to tell me, and I walked out one night, and I drove around literally for a week without my driver's license. For a week, I drove around with no driver's license, and then I went to go get my prescription filled one day, and I'm like, I drove all the way to the pharmacy, and I'm all ready to go, and I'm like, looking through my thing, and they're like, we need your ID, sir, and I'm like, and my ID's missing, and I'm like, you gotta be kidding me. And then I realized that my fucking credit card wasn't there either, and I'm like, those fucking cunts. So, but long story short, Showgirls is not in Polk County. That is in Hillsborough County. Showgirls is considered a Tampa, it's in Plant City, but Plant City is the southeasternmost town in the Hillsborough County area. So the reason they opened up Showgirls originally, and I know the owner too, he's a fucking dickhead. The reason why the guy who used to run it, I think it used to be Duke. I think it might be another guy now, but they opened it up specifically because it was in the middle of nowhere in Plant City, but right on the fucking border of Polk. So you're thinking it's Polk County. It's not. It's Hillsborough County. But they built it like an encroaching fort from an invading military force. Like they built it right there on the border. And the reason being, and it's very smart, it's not just for people that want strip clubs that live in Polk County. It's very smart because Polk County closes their bars at 2. Nobody can serve alcohol after 2. When you're in Hillsborough County, you get that extra hour, and that extra hour is thousands of dollars if you have the right club. So they did it right there because what they end up doing is they end up drawing so many, like, Showgirls in Plant City, nobody from Hillsborough County goes to Showgirls. Like, if you're going to Showgirls, 90% of the people that go to Showgirls live in Polk County, and they go, fucking, all right, we'll just go to Showgirls. It's the safest one to go to. But, like, if you live in Hillsborough or Tampa proper, nobody in their life has ever been in Tampa and been like, let's go to Showgirls. You know what I mean? Showgirls is Plant City. That means it's just a trick to get around shit. So Polk County has a titty bar. That's you know. There was another place like that in, what was it? Because Pasco County, which is the scariest county in Florida. I refuse to work there. I used to refuse to live there. Pasco County is, as I've described, a gateway to the mouth of hell. Pasco County has. It's one of the only counties in Florida, besides like Dade and a couple few others, that have full nude and full liquor, which is awesome. So you could go to like very rare that you can go to a titty bar where the girls are totally naked, top to bottom, pussies out, and you can have booze. It's almost always topless with alcohol or full nude, and they can't serve alcohol. Which is why I did the road rage after party at Deja Vu, because Deja Vu just bought a warehouse next door, put a bar in it, bought a liquor license, and they were like, fine, we have a full nude juice bar, but we bought a bar that is stumbling distance from it. That's the way to do it. So that so Pasco does full nude, full liquor, but it closes at 2 a.m. So Pinellas County, which is topless with liquor, they don't close till 3 a.m., just like Hillsborough, like Tampa. So there was this bar, what was it, Bear Assets, I think. It used to be called Bear Assets. There was Bear Assets South, which was all the way towards St. Pete, and then there was Bear Assets North, which bordered Pasco. Same trick. That bar would make, there would be nights where they made no money. No money. There was no money to be made from like 10 o'clock at night until 1:30 in the morning, right? But because the bars start closing and closing people out at 2, or leading up to 2 in Pasco, Bear Assets at fucking 1:30 till 3 just would swell up, and there was nowhere to stand in that building. So that's the way you do it, man. You got to build on the border of a county. Wow. See, now Ray's making my point by having 17 alt accounts. Ray, wait, you people, you bury yourselves. Ray is very desperate to be in a party that nobody wants him at.